Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the news briefing for this Wednesday. Well, it's the holiday time, and the holidays really put us in the giving spirit. You may have a favorite charity that you support, and I urge you to continue to do that. But if you are still looking for a way to support local organizations who do good things, you should check out MC Gives. There are many county-connected partners and agencies that are a part of this, and there are also a lot of local groups you may not know about who are doing great things. We're very pleased to have Keely Richter from the Monterey County Weekly. She's going to tell us all about MC Gives, its evolution, and why it has been so incredibly successful. Hi, Keely.
Hi, Mia. Thank you. Can you hear me all right?
Sure can.
Wonderful. So Monterey County Gives has been an initiative that has been, it's 23 years in the making. This is our 23rd year. And in the first 23 years of that initiative, we have raised $68,531,000 and some odd dollars. And those go to the participating nonprofits. So to give you a little breakdown of how the process works, in the summertime, we put out a request for proposals from nonprofits, and they submit to us their big idea. And their big idea can be operating the actual operation of a nonprofit is a big idea, especially in these times. But it's also an opportunity to give nonprofits the chance to really fund a new initiative or a big initiative that they want to take place. So the mission of Monterey County Gives is to create a community-wide initiative and to raise money and an editorial spotlight for the nonprofit community. And it's also to encourage young donors to participate in philanthropy, because we know that for nonprofits, once you have a donor who is between the ages of 18 and 35, they are more likely to support your organization in the future, and to realize young the beauty of philanthropy and how much it drives the nonprofit community, which fills in so many essential needs. And so the way that it works, after people submit their proposals, there are a number that are selected. This year it's 206 nonprofits, and the Monterey County Weekly partners with the Community Foundation for Monterey County and the Monterey Peninsula Foundation as the major partners to create a website where community members far and wide can donate. And then there's, through our major partners and a number of other really supportive partners that I'll encourage you to go on to MontereyCountyGives.com and read about, there's a matching fund. And so that match is prorated at the end of the campaign, and matches up to the first $75,000 that each organization has raised. Last year, the match was 17.9%. Which is your donation, everyone's donation goes a little bit further. Year to date, we've got for this year, which started on November 14th, we have $6,733,000 raised. And our goal is, last year we did 11.9, so we'd love to beat that. Every year is higher than the previous year, which is a really strong statement about our community and how generous people are. And so there, like I said, there's 206 nonprofits, and you can read about them. And we have a special issue that came out on November 14th that you can find on newsstands in some places, and that we have plenty of here in our office. If you'd like a hard copy, then get in touch and we can get you one. But they're also all posted online. And on the website, you can see the nitty-gritty stuff that is important for when you're donating to a nonprofit. Their operating budget, their 990, and it gives people a bit of an education as to how to best participate in philanthropy. it's a strong program that we look forward to every year. And we look forward to everyone participating. Last year we had 8,024 donors in the 6-week program, and this year we hope to have more. And it's super easy to donate at MontereyCountyGives.com or even MCGives.com. And you can read about your favorite nonprofits. You can introduce yourself to new ones you didn't know existed. And you can support them in a really simple e-commerce way. And that is processed through the Community Foundation. And then the nonprofits receive their every donation that was made to them, and then the prorated match in February, once all the accounting is done. There are also several special awards for nonprofits. We recognize the group that has the most donors overall, the most young donors between 18 and 35. And then we have an Ingenuity Award, which is awarded to one of these nonprofits who's had a particularly wonderful big idea, and it's ingenious, or not ingenious. It's novel and important. And then there is also the Florence Haspel's Eve Award, which is awarded to one nonprofit who's doing important work for women, families, and the arts. And so those are on top of all of the donations that the groups have gotten, as well as that prorated match. We found it to be a really wonderful opportunity to shed beautiful light on all of the essential work of our nonprofit community, and an easy and secure way to support them. So I would encourage everyone to go onto MontereyCountyGives.com, read through, look for your favorites, and then look for some new ones. They're broken down into categories. So whatever is your particular interest, be it arts, families, food, community service, you'll find something new and be inspired. Thank you.
That's great, Keely. Thank you so much. And also, it's important to note, I think, that if a person has a donor advised fund at the Community Foundation for Monterey County, they could also use that. They can make a contribution out of their own donor advised fund, and it could go towards the MC Gives as well.
Absolutely. The other thing that I think is something that I'm rather proud of is giving the opportunity for these maybe smaller nonprofits who don't have the ability to, or the knowledge of how to receive gifts of stock and distributions from IRAs, the qualified distribution from IRAs. The Community Foundation comes in and adds that capacity to these nonprofits, and it's a real boon for all nonprofits.
Excellent. And I think it's certainly a passion for not just the Community Foundation and all the nonprofits, but it's truly been a passion for the Monterey County Weekly. I mean, the history of it, and going back to your own publishers and founders of the Weekly are very much invested in this, aren't they?
Yes, absolutely. It is. The Monterey County Weekly is not a nonprofit, but it's so fulfilling to be able to support the nonprofits that everyone in the community relies on. Excellent.
Well, thank you for all the great work that you're doing over there to promote this with the community. It's certainly important, and it's a valuable resource that we don't want to take for granted. And of course, we want to shout out to the Community Foundation for being your great partner in this endeavor.
Yeah, our other major partner is the Monterey Peninsula Foundation, and when they came in as a major partner, that's when it really started to skyrocket. That really, if you look at the graph of when Monterey Peninsula Foundation came on board, it really kicked it into high gear. Great.
Well, thank you very much.
And if anybody has any questions,
yes, of course,
reach out to me at Keely at MontereyCountyNow.com. Happy to answer any of them.
All right. Terrific. We appreciate that. And I'm going to turn it back over to my colleague, Maya. I think the technical issues she was having hopefully have been resolved. Nothing like live broadcast when we have little technical glitches from time to time, don't we, Maya?
Well, it's always very exciting. And I've still got audio problems.
Yeah, well, we appreciate that. And so we're hoping to have the sheriff's department, but I understand they have an incident in Pebble Beach and they're not going to be able to be on today. Um, and so I have to punt back to you. Do we have anybody else on the briefing today?
No, that wraps it up.
All right, great. Well, listen, we want to thank you all for being on with us this afternoon. We appreciate your time, and we're sorry that the sheriff's department had to drop off, but we'll try to get them back because we wanted to have them talk about their toy drive. And incidentally, if speaking of toy drives, there's a lot of great opportunities for the community to get involved in supporting those that maybe go without this year. So please try to find an opportunity that fits that you're interested in and support the community in that way. And for today's briefing with the County of Monterey, I want to thank you very much and wish you a pleasant rest of your afternoon. Take care, everyone.